Toa, are you at camp right now? I need to talk with the major and the principal.
No, all of the old Class 7 and Toa's group were at his funeral. It was just a week after the end of the Civil War. The Bracer Guild's branch is up those stairs and to the left. Is everyone there already? The guild crest. They put it up again. And I sense a lot of people inside. Welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 3. And yes, okay, Reen, let's go get that reunion for Class 7 on. You always want to cut me off. The moment we've been waiting for. Of course his hair changed.
Ah, there he is. Come in, come in!
Pardon me?
The moment we've all been waiting for. I swear if his hair color changed just because he knocked on the door.
Reen! You're finally here!
Oh.
Mostly everyone's back to normal.
Guess I'm last. Sorry to have kept you.
No worries. You're right on time.
Besides, we all know you had your field exercises to deal with.
Well, as fully grown members of society and working professionals, we should be in the habit of arriving 10 minutes early.
Says the man who waltzed in a mere 5 minutes ago.
The guild branch's reopening came at a good time.
Yes, I'm sure most restaurants are completely full around now.
I can hardly believe we were all finally able to meet up again.
I know, right? Especially since we're all so dang busy these days.
That's right. We'll certainly have a lot to talk about tonight. Good grief.
Now, everyone. No need to dive into the serious stuff right away. Come on, it's our first big reunion since you all graduated. Let's cut loose a little.
Perhaps it would be best to start this reunion with a series of tender embraces. And not just among the women, of course. All your male classmates should enjoy the comfort of each other's arms, too.
What? Not on my
Hell
life!
no!
Sharon!
Same as ever.
Yes, it's almost a little surprising.
The time and place may be different, but in the end, we're all the same people.
Well, we have all been chatting it up on that app of ours.
When you put it that way, it kind of takes the drama out of things.
Aw, this is just adorable. Look at this bro team here. What kind of secret?
Hey, you grew taller.
What kind of move was
Lisa,
that?
you grew even prettier. And Emma, you grew even chestier.
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't mention that.
That hairstyle makes you look like an old man.
Dude, you're one to talk!
Reen, you and Gaius are just way too tall now.
Don't worry. I think I'm done growing now.
Out of all of us, you seem to have grown the least, Milliam.
Excuse you! I grew one whole reach! We finally fulfilled our promise.
Yeah. Elisa, everyone, thanks.
Oh, please. For what?
It's not like we all got together just for your sake, you know.
Machias is blushing.
Well, we are celebrating Reen's graduation too.
Yes. After we had left, he stayed behind to uphold the spirit of Class 7.
Not to mention, he's the one in charge of the next generation of Class 7ers.
It's been said before, but you truly are the core of our group, Reen.
Thank you for everything. You guys.
We're starting to sound way too sappy.
Starting to. You guys have all been like this for years.
I suppose there's no avoiding it. Today especially.
In any event, we have the party set up in the back. I've prepared more than enough alcohol, so please enjoy provided you're old enough.
Oh man, I get to have Sharon's cooking again.
I can't wait.
I knew I smelled something tasty.
Alright, give me the biggest, frothiest mug of beer you got!
You're nowhere near being old enough to drink.
It's nice to see Class 7 all together again, though not completely all together. They all proceeded to savor the delicious meal Sharon prepared for them. Between bites and compliments to the chef, they shared what they've been doing since they last met up. The adults had their fill of beer, some more than others, while the younger members enjoyed soft drinks. Together they flipped through the album Toa had given Reen and reminisced about the past. Afterwards, are we gonna bring up the darkness of Crow's bodying in there and all the other things that have gone wrong? Because, you know, we can't have sappy moments without forgetting those. I believe I shall excuse myself now. Please enjoy the rest of your time here together, everyone. Thanks for all the food, Sharon. Yeah, it was delicious. Let's go drinking together again sometime. Alright, see you later. Is your mom going to be arriving here in Heimdall soon, Elisa? Yeah, she's taking a red-eye flight here with grandfather. Both of them were invited to the party being held at the palace. It's likely Sharon wanted to go pick them up. However, it's just as likely she simply wished to give us privacy. I suppose, after all... Damn it, here we go. Get it out. Anyway, I suppose, after all, she's at least a little bit related to things they're planning to talk about tonight. Yeah, I agree. Man, she's getting way too caught up in the past. Oh yeah, have we checked this place for bugs, mics? Wait, bugs, mics, all that surveillance-y stuff? Yep, top to bottom. There were many such devices found in Heimdall over the course of the day. Most of them hidden in the government buildings. The Imperial Chronicles office too. With that in mind, we should get down to business. Indeed. Let us begin. A year ago, when all of us, save Reen, were allowed to graduate early, we promised each other that after 1 year had passed, we would have a reunion. Yeah, it felt so long ago, but time has really flown since then. Identify the path Erebonia is headed down and determine how Class 7 will act. That's what you said we'd do. Yes, the night after we survived the trial of the Revue Corridor, or whatever it was called again. When I first heard you say it, sounded like your usual nonsense. To be fair though, we all had a bad feeling. The things we heard in the Infernal Castle, that day we lost Crow. Yeah, and everything that Chancellor Osborne, the Governor General, said about the direction they're leading Erebonia in. And about the phantasmal blaze plane the Chancellor stole from Ouroboros. We need to worry about both what's happening on the surface and what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, all the stuff we heard about then is finally starting to happen now. Indeed, the incidents that occurred this spring are proof. Let's begin by discussing the political situation occurring publicly. Yeah, I'm not really in any place to say it, but things have gotten pretty darn bad. I'm also curious what role Ouroboros and Calvard play behind the scenes in the Northern War. And the Imperial government's military decisions lately are just as suspicious. Damn it, I am sorry if that gets like really loud. 12 of those new model railway cannons have been completed already. The 4 of them used to attack orders were carried to Crossbell. They carried those enormous things all the way from the canyon? The way I hear it, they had a brand new airship with more than enough muscle for the job. And a 250-yard class ship called the Gargantua, I think. I've heard that name before. And it seems they're working on making even more of them. All the audits happening all over the place lately made me realize Mira, people, information, they're all being channeled into a few key projects. The 8 Metropolis plan especially. While the tax money in the entire empire has been consolidated into Heimdall and converted into a never-before-seen amount of military funds. That's consolidated. I messed that word up. Seems pretty clear what's going on. Yeah, all these things point to the same goal. The invasion of the Republic of Calvard. There's no mistaking it. Yeah, Calvard spies being here only serve to reinforce that hypothesis. So that means their goal is to not sabotage, but gather in information. Yeah, if they actually did want to do something, wait, hold on, let me redo that one. Yeah, if they actually went and did anything, the war would be on right then and there. They're probably trying to figure out the D-Day when the invasion's planned to start. Just like I thought. Touring around the Empire, I heard rumors here and there suggesting there'd be a war. I wouldn't be surprised if my mother knew about this already too. Between the railway cannons, the new airships, and the mass production of tanks and Panzer Soldats, there's no way she could have greenlit all those projects without knowing what they were for. On top of that, there's a huge factory being constructed in Crossbell. But given all that, the question becomes, why? War between those two massive countries could ravage most of the continent. It's true that Erebonia and Calvard has been at it like cats and dogs for hundreds of years, but are they really just going to throw down? A war that size would bring international trade to a screeching halt, so none of the other countries are going to be too pleased. Besides, in order to start a war, they need authorization from the Emperor. There's no way he'd allow it without justification. Well, that wasn't an issue for the invasions of Crossbell and Northumbria. The justification was fabricated, and statements from other countries were shut down. The ones who set it all up is none other than Gileath Osborne. As his son, I think I have a unique understanding of just how dangerous that man is. Reen, you don't need to worry so much about that. I feel the same way about my older brother, Rufus Alberea, the head of the Ironbloods. I suspect he's no mere confidant. I wouldn't be surprised to discover it was he who laid the plans for the invasions and early stages of the war. Yeah, I'd say the odds are pretty good. Recently, he's been acting pretty secretive with me. He's been keeping stuff from Claire and Lecter. The most important thing being information about the Black Workshop. That name again. Yet another group working in the shadows of the Civil War. Both my brother and the Black Rabbit were lent to the Noble Alliance. If the invasion is on the surface, if the invasion is the surface stuff, these guys are definitely one of the behind-the-scenes topics. That said, the two are more tightly woven together now than ever. I think it's safe to say that the Black Workshop is related to the Gnomes, who once fought the Hexen clan. It seems they've cut ties with Ouroboros and have sided with the Chancellor. They also hired the boss and that masked guy. He called himself Azure Zigford, right? I can't believe it, but both the masked man and the Jaeger King flew off in what appeared to be divine knights. Between them and the maiden, I get the feeling something especially ominous is building. Yeah, It all reminds me of the circumstances that led to the War of the Wines and the arrival of the Infernal Castle. Something buried deep in Erebonian's history and connected to the Divine Knights. I discovered this while searching for my sister. As I've mentioned, the spirit veins in Erebonia have begun to pulse faster and faster. Just like during the Civil War. No, just like the War of the Wines 250 years ago. Following the annexation of Crossbell in Northumbria, it's only started to speed up. It's this quickening in the spirit veins that's causing the cryptids, magic knights, and the scarlet grass to appear. I suspected as much. A link between the surface and what's happening here, and beneath. From the sound of it, the only ones who knew the full truth are Vita, Chancellor Osborne, Ouroboros, and the Black Workshop. Man, I wish my memory hadn't been erased. It's so frustrating not to be able to remember anything from back then. I'm sure homunculi, I think I said that right, and combat shells are super connected to all that behind-the-scenes stuff. Oh, that's right. I forgot, the Black Workshop was where you were created, Milliam. Yep, I'm a homunculus, so I'm technically not human. But besides the part of that lets me link with Whammy, my DNA is pretty much the same as any of yours. I'm starting to think my growth was stunted, though. Don't know how long my lifespan's supposed to last either. Don't say that, Milliam. Don't worry me. Because for all I know, now that you said that, you're going to die. And, you know, they want to make you sad, so let's just hope that Milliam didn't just raise a death flag on herself. Milliam, I've heard a bit about that. Damn it, now I have a terrible feeling that Milliam is going to die. Why did you have to say that? The Black Workshop. Unforgivable. Yeah, I'm glad we got Milliam and Altina from there, but I can't forgive them for playing with someone's life like that. Yeah, I've been starting to think that recently too. Like, I'm fine with whatever happens to me, but I'm worried about Tilly. I see. It seems you have grown after all. Alright, we got some information with the branch campus earlier. Why don't you tell us the details, Reen? Ah, you mean about the cemetery. Oh, that. We got the same report in from the intelligence division. What happened? So, try to stay calm, everyone. Are you kidding me? And Angelica's brooch was there too? From the sound of it, everything leads back to the Black Workshop. Considering how the boss came back to life, maybe the same thing happened with Crow. Both of them are working for the Black Workshop? No, the gnomes? Are you saying they brought both of them back to life? Emma, do you know of any spell capable of performing such a feat? There is a forbidden spell known as a false soul, but it was only ever attempted by wizards in the Dark Ages, and it's never once successfully resurrected anyone. It was said that most of the subjects became fiends known as the Nosferatu. That name rings a bell. If I recall correctly, that was the name of the creature we encountered at Wilhengrin Castle. Yeah, the thing that killed me about 60 times in Wara is the one that put it down. And I had to fight it again in the second game. Beat it first try only because I was like, oh god, no, please not this again. Anyway, that monster. The Jaeger King in the Masked Mare is certainly nothing like the Abomination. I guess there's a chance that gnomes were somehow able to perfect the spell. But I doubt it. True resurrection is something only the goddess is capable of. I see. Trying to think about this stuff's making my head spin. Either way, something very strange is going on right now. And, and in the midst of it... Let it out. And in the midst of it, Angelica and George have both gone missing. About that, I'm having the guild's informants look into their disappearances. Tell to stay strong. Understood. Many mysteries yet remain, but that should be sufficient for today. We're starting to piece things together little by little. Indeed, we shall continue to look into matters until it is all made clear. Now we need to decide as a class on what actions we should take.
There are two things for sure. We need to stop the war that's been building on the surface before it starts. And at the same time, we need to find out what's been going on behind the scenes. and prevent whatever disasters being planned.
I agree completely.
Everything else might be really complicated. But those two goals are set in stone.
This is something only we can figure out, thanks to each of us having branched out on our own.
If we each make the most of our unique situations and pool information,
together, we will be able to overcome any obstacle we may come across.
Right, no matter whether it's on the surface or behind the scenes.
We don't have many allies, nor are we alone.
Agreed. Let us find those willing to aid our Wait. Milliam, are you okay with all of this? You do realize standing with us will eventually mean standing against your fellow Ironbloods.
That's right. Fighting cryptids and magic knights is one thing, but...
Think this over and tell us what you want to do, Milliam.
You're gonna ask me that now?
Huh?
Milliam?
I don't remember anything before the past 5 years, but I started to think about some stuff, like what I am, and what it means to feel sadness. I've been thinking about this stuff ever since I met you guys 2 years ago. I want to learn more about myself. I want to keep being your guys' friend. I like Gramps and Claire and Lecter, but I want to find out what I am on my own terms. I don't like the idea of the Black Workshop controlling what I do and don't know. Even if it means going against Gramps, I'm a member of Class 7 till the end. I'm more than just the Black Workshop's OZ-73, the Ironblood's White Rabbit, and an agent of the Intelligence Division. Reen, Eustace, Elisa, Emma, Fee, Laura, Elliot, Machias, Gaius, Sarah, all you guys. When I cried for the first time, it was all of you who held me close. I'll always put you, my friends, first.
Milliam.
I see.
I swear, I think that caught us all off guard.
I had no idea you felt that way about us.
Milliam's making me sad and worried at the same time. Because she put up a death flag and now she's doing this, finally opening up. The moment you put up a death flag and start finally opening up... Oh god, Milliam, please don't die at the end. Please, God, don't do it to me. You're really worrying me here, and everything I worry about in Trails of Cold Steel comes to fruition. So, this is one that I pray to God is just me being stupid.
You may not have grown much physically, but you've definitely done a lot of growing on the inside.
Agreed. In that sense, I think it's safe to say you grew the most out of any of us.
I suppose we needn't worry about you anymore.
It was silly of us to doubt her after all this time.
You guys just can't resist the chance for an inspirational speech, can you?
Well, now that you've decided what to do, you guys seem more determined than ever for your more immediate plans. What are you all going to be up to tomorrow?
The new Class 7 and I will continue with our special ops missions. I think it's especially important we capture the Calvardian agents.
I agree.
If we let them roam free, whatever they do could be used as an excuse to start a war.
Yep, just like how Celtic was used to start the Northern War.
I'll continue playing my shows around the city and gather information.
I'll come with you and see what I can find too.
I'll keep following Grandfather and hit up some contacts of mine for info.
Celine and I will continue to investigate the spirit veins around Heimdall.
So the plan's for everyone to gather info, and then we'll all meet up and share notes, yeah?
Yes. Let's stay in contact and be ready to move at a moment's notice.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Look at you. You're all so reliable now. But it's getting a bit late. How about we call it a night? I'll set up a call with everyone early tomorrow morning, and we can talk about our plans in more detail.
Yeah, sounds good.
Get some good rest tonight, everyone.
Are you two bracer types gonna stay here for the night?
There are beds on the second floor.
I'll be sleeping at home for the first time in a while. I assume the same can be said of you, Elliot?
Yeah, I called my sister. Gaius will be staying with us tonight.
Thanks again. I appreciate the hospitality.
Oh, I nearly forgot. We have yet to discuss your situation, Gaius.
That's right.
We were unable to contact you for nearly half a year.
You were somewhere outside the country, right?
Yes, but it's quite the tale, so it may be better to leave for next time. We're gonna meet up again before too long, so I'll tell you then.
True.
I guess it wouldn't be fair if I heard it first, huh?
Oh, And I was wondering about that little blonde girl you mentioned seeing, Reen.
I was wondering about that myself.
You said she looked 10 years old. Could be a witch in training?
Well, that isn't right, but I guess it's not wrong either.
Emma will say, "It's my grandmother," and I'll be like, "I knew that."
She went missing, and we've been looking all over for her.
Sheesh, her and Vita both just wander wherever they want without telling us a thing. But whatever. I'm sure we'll have to introduce you to her soon.
Now I'm even more curious.
Got it. I'll be looking forward to it.
Okay, the game blocked the recording again. It seems to keep blocking it when George comes up, because Crow and George were just talking. George's name is now Copper George, but they were talking about stuff. It's not that important, but they keep blocking that. You know what? I don't see the... I guess I still see the point in them blocking that, but it was a small scene. It wasn't that important anyway. Anyway, looks like there's no getting Lino back. Nothing we can do for him now. At least we don't need to worry about him leaking any info. We're all set for the Heimdall Bank. We just need to hit the VIP area, right? But they're putting in a huge sweep of the tunnels tomorrow, right? Yeah, they're going to declare martial law. They got the 4th Armor Division here on standby. Ready to go? But thanks to our Ramdas, we should be able to wait out the storm. We'll just need to keep an eye close on things and watch for our chance to escape. You guys are gonna get murdered in here. What is this place? One of Heimdall's underground crypts from the Dark Ages, I think. Is this where he fought the dragon? Red grass down here? Uh-oh. What? This grass? Huh. You got like 3 Nosferatus. You're fucked. Hostile spirits? Activate your Ramdas. You should be no... You're dead. You are so dead. We're surrounded! Ah!
Damned fools. I'm too late. Were that prodigal child with me, we might have dealt with this together. Between the gnomes and the snakes, there are too many plots in motion for me to stop on my own. Perhaps I need to create more kin. The day Leanne spoke of is close at hand.
Yes.
If nothing else, I must settle matters from 200 years ago before then.
If nothing else, I need to again be careful of my saves.
I vow it on the name of the final true ancestor. The one that failed to die. Crimson Roselia.
Maybe I have things wrong again. Or maybe I don't. But either way, I need to be careful of my saves again too, because there could be a moment where a block scene could be like 30 damn minutes long.
This is truly an honor. Here, a reward.
And I do not need a block scene to take so long, because if it does, then I just hope that the game doesn't block the scenes for the whole end of the game, because I'm going to need to do that on my phone, and with how bad my internet just wants to be, that's going to be difficult.
Good work out there.
Did Vivi really send me a photo of Ada, one of the Class 7 douchebags? I mean, did I just say Class 1 douchebags? Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that about Class 7. Oh. Hey, a cloudy day. I like cloudy days. Lots of friends are here.